Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham, alongside Randy Lee. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn got a basketball game coming up tomorrow, Final Four. Not the Final Four that we were hoping for, but it's the Final Four that we got.
And still basketball, and still entertainment, and hopefully winning entertainment.
That'd be nice.
It's not what we're getting with baseball right now, which is unfortunate. I hope we get that turned around as well this weekend, or actually not quite this weekend with Easter coming up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
With the schedule, but glad to still be playing and would like to win a championship. Hang another banner in the rafters.
Why not?
Yes.
And I'm not beneath, it's not beneath me.
Oh, gosh.
To hang a banner.
I'm a basketball fan, my friend. I grew up in the 80s. I talked about it with Brett last night. I had to explain to my kids with Justin on the ride to U.S. Soccer this weekend about growing up in the 80s and being an Auburn football fan and how much it meant and how great we were. And y'all just don't understand it. And their answer was, it's just not that big a deal to me. You know, I'm used to watching Auburn lose. And my daughter's 10, and she's got a really good point that she makes.
You probably had to explain it to Justin.
Yeah, I mean, Justin at least has had – first off, he's a history buff, so I think he knows.
But he's on the erratic. He's on the roller coaster of Auburn.
Oh,
we actually remember where it was
pretty consistent.
Yeah, pretty consistent, straight up. But yeah, he's been on the knee jerk, the mind bender so far. So I feel there was some interviews, Eric Winters, and he said. And it was just so – it's one of those moments, you hear somebody say something and you go, wait, what? He said, when I was growing up, I was watching Auburn win the national championship with Cam Newton, and I was thinking, when he was growing up, what? Yeah.
That's where this talk started.
Yeah. So, there's a lot. Auburn's got a scrimmage tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got a new coach.
And I like him an awful lot.
We got a new energy,
yes,
as they say, at at spring practice. So talk about that. It was not good for, as you mentioned, it was not good for Auburn baseball last night. But Georgia Tech's number 3 team in the country for a reason. We beat them 9-2 when they came to Auburn. They hammered us when we went to Atlanta. It's unfortunate that that comes on the heels of getting swept up in Tuscaloosa. So, that's a problem. But Auburn, got to get this thing turned around, like you said. Going to bump it up a little bit. They'll start that series tomorrow at Plainsman Park. Auburn's got, I think, starting tomorrow, Auburn's got an 8-game homestand. If you're going to turn things around, now'd be the time to do it, because you're going to play 2 teams that are in your caliber, in Kentucky and Arkansas. So a lot to talk about today. We'll get to as much of it as we can, but love to hear from you as always. 256-234-6221 is our number. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Well, it's starting to clear. I walked into Subway to get my morning snack before I head in here to you, and the lady behind the counter, she was clearly having some pollen issues too. It was dreary outside. I said, it's the weather.
True.
I'm getting old. I'm 48. Brett don't get mad at me. He gets mad at me every time I say it because he's the same age, and you're older than us, Andy. I don't want to say it to you too loud to where you don't hear it. But the weather has a lot to do with the emotional state that I sit in from day to day. And this pollen's not fun. But it is clearing. And back to your baseball point. In years past, when you got Arkansas coming in or you go into Arkansas, you go, gosh, this didn't turn out at the right time. We didn't need to play Arkansas right now because they're way too good. This is an Arkansas team that is not much better than us right now currently in the SEC. A lot of high expectations like normal, but they're only 4-5 in the conference. And then Kentucky, they're 5-4 in the conference. So Andy got 2 series against teams that they're not 7-2.
No.
They're not 8-1. They've had their issues too, and we got to take advantage of it. And the reason I'm going to that weather is I expect there to be massive crowds.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody's off the bus yet, but everybody listen to me loud and clear. Us Auburn fans, we jump on and we jump right back off. And we've been on as hard as I've seen us be on with the baseball program early in the year, Andy, and we better start back winning again, or you're going to see a few of them jump back off. I'm not saying that it's fair to the program. It just is what it is.
Yeah. I would say that that's probably the case for most programs. But Plainsman Park, the amenities that the upgrades that they've done, beautiful place. And, yeah, you're right. I mean, some of the biggest crowds we've ever seen. Well, literally the biggest crowds we've ever seen at Plainsman Park. So looking forward to that. But let's open and let's start with Illinois State and Auburn on Thursday night. It's going to be another late night, Randall. 8:30.
I'm used to it, Andy.
On the
Brett Pritchard had me doing podcasts kicking off and starting at 9:30 last night. So.
I'm glad that y'all are, working that out. 8:30 on the ESPN network. All right, look, Illinois State. What do we know about them? 23-12. Not a bad year for them, but they got a 7-footer. He plays about 12 and a half, 13 minutes a game, so they got some size. That could be an issue. The other issue is they play about 10 guys that get double-digit minutes, so they're could they wear us out? That's going to be that could be an issue. A lot of guys on that roster in that 10 deep shoot threes. Now, they don't make a lot.
Other teams haven't too until they play us.
They make about little less than 9 a game, which, if we can keep them if you can keep them out of double digits in threes made, I think, Auburn's certainly going to be the more athletic team, and they'll be able to win, to be in a good position in the second half. We'll see if that happens, but they score 75 points a game, whereas Auburn, wants to run it up to about 83. That'll be if this game's played in the 70s, we may be in trouble. Or 60s, for that matter.
We've got the size advantage. Let's start there. They've got a 7-footer that kind of makes that statement a little bit difficult to say, but he's not a 7-footer that's going to get 25 to 30 minutes per game.
No.
Big 7'1" Brandon Lee only plays 12.6 minutes per game, so he's playing a third of the game. Who's their bigs when he's out? Well, they got Chase Walker. He's 6'9", 280. That's a big. Does lead them in scoring, 13.7 points, but 5.4. Then you go after that, and they're going to go small with you. So they got 6'9", they go to 5'11", 6'2", 6'5", 6'6", 6'5", 6'2", 6'3". That's the ones getting the majority of the minute. I bring all of that up in saying that even Auburn on the wings with Hall is going to have a size advantage. And in games where we haven't shot the ball exceptionally well, we have been able to get the ball in the paint when we had that nice stretch midway through the SEC schedule where we were pounding the ball down in the post and we were scoring the basketball and we weren't hitting it from the perimeter. So I think we're going to have that chance. And we need that. Unfortunately, we don't have Murph with us.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we see more Jovic. And we see a lot more Jovic with him out of the lineup, and it's been good for Auburn so far.
Yeah, if you're going to build on something, last game, he was outstanding.
Yes.
Just so active underneath. So fighting for rebounds, getting offensive rebounds for that matter. But very good around. What did he have, about 6 dunks in that game? I mean, so the other thing about Illinois State is they don't depend on one guy. They score, you got only 2 guys in double figures, but it's, 9.8 points, 9.6 points, 9.3 points. Everybody contributes. They rebound as a team. That they usually out-rebound their opponents. So Auburn's going to have to be active on the boards. You're going to need to get everybody involved in that. Don't just leave it up to whoever,
Sway and Joe, whoever's inside. But I think Hall has done, even though he hasn't shot it quite as well as he did at certain parts of the season, he had 15 rebounds in the opening game. I mean, he has really rebounded the basketball really well. And Elijah Freeman's coming on.
Yeah.
I like the way Auburn's playing, man. I like seeing some of these players that we're hoping stick around. And if Auburn were to start next season under Stephen Pearl with 4 or 5 of these guys retained, you got something to build on. Starting with one is difficult. I'll give Stephen Pearl, and I keep doing it, and Auburn fans, you can get mad at me all you want. My old man, he can get mad at me all he wants. Roger, you can get mad at me all you want. We're on a text thread constantly questioning Auburn athletics. And no, it hasn't been a thing of beauty at times, especially defensively for Auburn. My gosh, you got nobody coming back. It's really hard to build a culture or say that you've got a winning culture when Todd's it. And if you keep 4 or 5 of these guys that are getting lots of minutes now, those 3 I just brought up, I'd like to keep all of them. They're all getting 15-plus minutes per game. That's Freeman, Jovic, Sway. You got 3 Chaney Johnson-esque players coming back that you can build around next year. And I think that is a good thing. And all 3 good personalities, not difficult personalities to deal with. And I think that's what we did so well with this last group of players, is get the majority of those guys were guys that anybody would want to play with.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're up against another break, or up against our first break here on the show today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you, just getting started on today's show. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors out there. I'd like to mention them each and every day. Sense of Green, heating, cooling, and insulation. For all your air that's cool and clean, call on Sense of Green. Actually, Wade will be with Brett tomorrow.
That's what I heard. They're great together. So we'll be tuning in there. I'm sure that there will be some fireworks coming from that. But I think both, I've listened to both of them do programs, some of Wade's other stuff, and they both seem positive about the direction of Auburn football. So maybe there will be some positivity.
Well, if those two guys are positive, my goodness.
Things are going to be great.
J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation for all that's your building needs, construction. You need a plot cleaned off, whatever it might be. No jobs are too big, no jobs too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call today for all your needs. And the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for all your personal injury. Again, we hope everything out there is groovy and you're not in need for it. But if you are, personal injury, whatever it might be, Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, 334-604-7927. All right, I asked you during the break who comes back to this Auburn team next year. If we could build around that nucleus of, Kevin Overton, Elijah Freeman, Jovic and Sway are two freshmen, but Overton's just a junior, I think, and Magwood he's a prototypical point guard. We saw you want to talk about a small sample size, one game basically. where he, broke out, but he didn't really do anything in this last one. He didn't get a lot of minutes either. But you're bringing in a 7-1. Let's just call him the Frenchman. But looking at his film, he can move for a big guy. He's not a Manute Bowl. I mean, he ain't gonna get pushed around too bad, I wouldn't think.
No, he looked like a big guy, big body. A need.
21 years old too.
Yeah, old. Saw some tweets coming out. Don't be hypocritical when you're pulling in these guys overseas.
Well, what's your thoughts on that?
I think that they've got a good point that they're making.
Okay.
I think that if you're 21, 22 years old and you've been playing semi-professional basketball in Europe, I'll take my chances on getting you more than some of these kids that are 17, 18-year-olds coming out of high school. Yeah.
But no college athletics in Europe. So, I mean, what?
No, I know it.
How you going?
So it's not the same.
It's not.
By definition, it's not the same. But
yeah.
If you're playing against 18 to 21, 22-year-olds and whatever they call their college system over there, and you've been doing that for 3 years against future pros, what do you want to call it? I mean, my question is like, all right, I'm an Auburn guy, and I hope we get 8 of them. I hope we look up, and I can't hardly pronounce any of the names of the players that we have on our team because, hey, have you watched the NCAA tournament?
There's one on every team.
It's an influx of great talent,
yeah.
and I think the general manager, at least what I've bought, knows how to play that game overseas as well as anyone. So I'm all for that. But, Andy, I mean, do you care? There's no rules. I can get the Bediako deal. I can get on here and act like I'm all in a tirade about what happened there. There are no rules. And I think the way Stephen Pearl handled it, I thought was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get on here.
He didn't throw any stones.
No, he's like, heck, if you tell me that this is not the direction we're going right now, I'm not saying it's not the direction we're going to go next year. And so I think in today's day and age of college athletics, it's the way that you got to handle all of this. My gosh, who knows what's going to come down with some of these lawsuits. But back to your main question, am I glad we're going to get a 21-year-old Frenchman that's been playing professional-style basketball overseas that's a big body and has some film to show against some other 18 to 22-year-old men? Yeah, give me him. I'll take him over whatever 17-year-old we're going to get out of high school.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that 100%. So we'll see what happens with this new general manager, what kind of guys they bring in from the portal. You're going to need another number 2 because, less Todd Pettiford, chances that he comes back probably not high. But that's a pretty big piece that you're going to be losing. I mean, he's been second behind Keyshawn Hall, I guess, scoring-wise this year.
15.6 points per game, 20-plus points 12 times on the season. Has had a really good run offensively at the end of the year. Has distributed the basketball better here in the last 10 games, I think. The question for him, though, as I'm just talking through this, is do I think he's going directly to the NBA? No. No part of me that watches his game and thinks that's ready for the NBA.
No.
Is he explosive enough at some point in time to be an NBA player? Yeah, I think so. But so with that being said, does he want to go the G League route or does he want to stay in the college game and get paid? If the answer's B, that he wants to stay in the college game and get paid, well, who's willing to pay him more than Auburn is next year, I guess, is the biggest question mark.
He'll end up Tuscaloosa.
Could be. But, I think that Auburn, as long as there aren't things that are going on behind the scenes I think Auburn would be willing to pay him as much as anybody else will. I don't watch his game and go that he's Yoxel. I'm not watching him and thinking that he's going to, whoever he ends up with is going directly to the Final Four based off of his. No, I don't think that. But is he? If he's worth $1.5 million, $2 million to us and worth the same to somebody else, then Auburn's probably got a pretty good chance to get him back. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world to me one way or another because you still got that money to spend. And you're going to go out there and hopefully get somebody that's his equal from a stat standpoint with that kind of money. So I like the chances of Auburn keeping 4 of these guys, and the 4 that you brought up are the ones that I want to keep. And then if Tahad makes it the 5th, by all means, we're in good shape. And the other 2 that I guess that are out there that I'm not saying in that mix is Walker. Walker probably comes back if he doesn't get any other options out there. And then I have no clue what Auburn's going to do with Caden Magwood. Didn't know what we did with him this year. So
true. All right, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. 256-234-6221 is our number. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. They are the sponsor of all of our post-game stuff. Brett and Faith do a wonderful job with that. Do it on location quite a bit there. But they, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, sponsor that. Hopefully, by God, they'll do a victory post-game at some point. That would be nice. And maybe they'll, that will start tomorrow with Auburn playing Illinois State tomorrow night. May be a late one for a post-game, but they're always better if you stay up that late doing it for a win. So, also a lot going on. There's going to be a scrimmage tomorrow. Auburn football, spring football going on right now. Interesting. Look, Alex Golish, I say this a lot of times, unfortunately we've had more chance than more opportunities than not, but to evaluate new coaches. But whenever Auburn hires a new coach, you bring it in, you always say, okay, well, what's the first big mistake, that they make? I haven't seen one yet with Golish. I haven't. When we hired Harsin, you were like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, he won the press conference. Impressive. Asking some people that I knew that were down there, oh yeah, he's a hard guy. He's good, X's and O's guy. And then, about a month into it, they were like, guy from Thompson said he never even heard of him. And you're like, yeah, that's not good. And, it turns out he doesn't really like to recruit. Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake. So, Freeze, the same thing. I'm sure it'll happen sooner than later. But as of right now, hadn't coached a game, but love everything that Golish has said.
The thing about Freeze's group and, just going back and reminiscing on what we have said in the past about all of these guys, the thing that we thought we'd get with Freeze that we did get was great high school recruiting. He repaired a lot of those situations within the state where we hadn't been in and out of some of the main programs that we needed to recruit in quite some times. And Hugh Freeze and his staff, for all of the negative pub that you would like to throw toward them, they were great with that. So Coach Golish and this group is not coming in at a time where they haven't seen Auburn coming through their school quite often. And so I think that's a good thing. And I think we'll maintain some consistency when it comes to recruiting our local area.
If nothing else, maybe from the Hugh Freeze era, we developed a pipeline to Thompson High School.
It might be a great one.
Maybe that's if that's the legacy. That's at least something.
Well, we'll take that. And, New Boy and Eric Winters that we caught up with, or at least Brett and Faith caught up with, one of them being one of those Thompson guys, another from Enterprise High School, key programs here in the state that they're not done producing top-notch talent. So I do think Golish gets that, and it feels that way. But more importantly, when the mic's in front of him, it's not just feel-good talk coming out. And I've been saying this for well over a decade, and I mainly say it about high school coaches because I think that they go through some leadership class where they can give you the John Maxwell leadership qualities and culture speech until they're blue in the face, and then I'm talking 6 seconds. Once they go behind closed doors, whatever the hell they said, they're doing something directly the opposite. So you have to watch that. You have to watch it close. You got to learn to believe in some of the things that you hear and not believe in others. And unfortunately, I've seen an awful lot of that, and I think it's just gotten more and more prevalent as the years have gone on because, from religion and other things that I'm wholeheartedly behind, you still have to watch, oh, gosh, here we go. We're going down that that route again. Golish is not. Golish is more direct, that it's not all talk. You can put whatever mottos that you want up on the wall, but if you don't follow through with whatever the mottos those are, then it's just talk. And so, man, I love the direction he's going. I certainly hope that it works out. Andy, please. At some
First
point,
Auburn
got to work out.
First Auburn coach that was that free dropping F-bombs since probably Pat died.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe that's a good sign.
And we love Pat for that.
Maybe that's
the Pritchards and Lee will definitely love Pat for that.
All right. We got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Only about 20 more minutes left in today's show. 256-234-6221. Byron Brown. It just feels a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And how long has it been? I started thinking about it. How long has it been since Auburn went into a spring where you could point to a quarterback and say, this is the guy?
Jarrett Stidham. Maybe Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, I mean.
Yeah. Bo Nix so young. Yeah, but Bo Nix.
Yeah.
But definitely Jarrett Stidham because he was coming off of a really good year.
Yeah.
2017 into 2018. The epitome of being an Auburn football fan is Jarrett Stidham in 2018. You have honestly just got to suck it up and witness something that you just couldn't see possibly happening. And I didn't see that one coming. Did you? I hate to bring up old bad news, but
the fact that he didn't,
the fact that he
could not.
Somehow went directly backwards with that offensive line at Auburn University with Gus Malzahn in his umpteenth year as the head coach, and we are going to go backwards from what we saw in 17.
Yeah, his numbers weren't terrible, but
they were like 9 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. I could be wrong. Now he had the massive game in the bowl game, which made those numbers look a little skewed. But for the most part, it was awful.
Yeah,
we had Slayton at receiver.
That was the biggest. One of the biggest wastes that we've had at Auburn in a while. So that's going to be the mark. That's and that's the mark of a good coaching staff. You look at it and you're going to look at it you're going to have to kind of look at it in hindsight and say, did you get what you could out of the talent that you had on campus? I understand the fact that we're not going to, and I'm okay with the fact that we're not going to bring in a 5-star at every single position.
Yeah.
But can you coach up the guys that you do bring in?
Basketball. I keep bringing it up.
Exactly.
We do it in basketball.
Yeah.
Look at the NBA. Mm-hmm. Tell me that Dylan Cardwell came to Auburn and he was a pro.
No.
Tell me that
he couldn't even get on the floor at Auburn.
Tell me Chaney Johnson came to Auburn as a pro. No. We've developed there. And if we could develop the same as we have developed with Ira Bowman and staff in basketball on the football field, we'd get enough pieces. I believe that. We've had too many secondary players make it into the NFL that weren't top-notch draft picks on the day of the draft, but they've ended up staying in the NFL upwards of 8+ years in the NFL. So we get pieces. Yes, I'm kind of over that, and I'm a little happy as an Auburn fan that we can be over that, because in the day and age, Andy, of the transfer portal, there's no reason to sit there and wonder. We did programs where we went through the ESPN 300. Remember this? And we would look down and we would say, Alabama got 25 of them. We finished 9th in recruiting and we got 10. They got 2.5 as many top 100, top 300 talents that Auburn did. And that was a problem. Now, in the day and age of transfer portal, you can make up that ground so fast if you're doing the right things out there. And I think that, especially in quick turn for Golish, it's hopefully a good thing for us, and I think it is.
Iron Bowl period of practice.
Love it.
They blast in Dixieland delight. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Got to make them hate them as much as I hate them.
I'm not sure that's possible.
Until they hate them as bad as I've hated them my entire life, it's going to be hard to build up that rivalry back to where it was. And there's no reason in a transactional environment that we've created in college sports for them to hate them as bad as we hated them. And that's not good for Alabama. It's not good for Auburn. You know, Brett said this on the podcast. We got a very good friend of ours that was a top-notch talent, played on the offensive line for Alabama. He was on the sideline with Brett in the Iron Bowl this past year. And he came over to Brett before the game. And he said, Brett, our tunnel's deader than dead. I don't care. It's the Iron Bowl. They could care less this the Iron Bowl. I'm looking at them, and they're just dull. There's no emotion. That's Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn's the same. You know, there's just no emotion. So you've got to build that culture in that I don't care what happens the rest of these days. But we're going to have one day this year where we hate the opposition as bad as you can hate any group of people in your life, and then we'll try to bring it back down a little bit until we play them again. And I hope you hate them as bad then as we hate them now. And that's been gone for a while, though. Do you sense that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not good.
No, it's not. It's not good.
Not good for any of us. I mean, some of my very best friends, I think you would say the same. Some of your very best friends, the ones that we do programs with more than anybody else, are Alabama guys. And there's some enjoyment in my life that I get to argue with them since I'm 5 years old up to now. And I think there's some enjoyment in their life. And they know I can't stand them, and I know that they can't stand me half the time, but it is fun. So love it. And if Alabama fans want to throw shade at that, and they live in our head 365 days, who the hell cares?
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do to make them disgusted when they see the color crimson, please do it.
Yeah. I was talking with JJ before the show, and I said, I mean, you can handle this one of two ways when you take the Auburn job. You can either ignore it or you can embrace it. Mm-hmm. That you can argue till you're, 1,000 years and you probably wouldn't come up with an answer. Which is better, Michigan, Ohio State, or Auburn, Alabama? I'm fine with both being on an equal pedestal. But it is one of the greatest rivalries in the history of sports. Any sport, professional, college, anything.
And
it's Lakers, Celtics.
And we can't beat them in anything.
And we have lost 5 in a row. I don't care how you do it. Just don't lose again. I mean, if you find a way to win, that's why I told JJ, if Auburn beats Alabama in the Iron Bowl, it was a genius move. Everybody will look back and go, this guy. Hey, this guy knows what. Oh, yeah. What a brilliant stroke of brilliance to put this in. We've been doing this all year, Iron Bowl practice, period of practice. If you don't do it, you kind of look stupid. But so we'll see what happens. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, closing things out on this Wednesday afternoon. Again, appreciate all of you out there being with us. 256-234-6221. Still time to get that phone call in. And again, I want to thank J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation, and Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for their sponsorship of today's show. Remember, Auburn's got it's bumped up a day, so Auburn will be taking on Arkansas tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That'll actually be on ESPN2. So, Lord, we're going to be on it. We're going to be on national television. Hopefully we can turn things around. If you're going to trust anybody, I guess it would be Butch Thompson to try to get this thing turned around, because Auburn has kind of hit the skids here. What is that? I guess they've lost 4 in a row now. Is that all right, or 5 in a row? I can't remember, but
no, we've lost 6 in a row.
6 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that. We didn't win the midweek last week.
No. Did we beat South Alabama?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we lost 2 of 3 to Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Won the midweek.
We lost 3 to Alabama, and then Georgia Tech. Yeah, so 4 straight, and if you want to call it 6 out of 7.
Well, now sitting 4 and 5.
Yeah.
In the conference, 20-8 overall, still somehow ranked high.
Well, we were number 5. I mean, when you start falling, you don't fall you don't fall off the world. You just kind of fall down the stairs until you get out of the top 25. But hopefully they'll. Texas, man, they're number 1 in softball and number 2 in baseball. So
you know what? We're not number 1 in softball.
No, we're struggling. You know what happens if you don't have good pitching? you get your brains beat in, and unfortunately that's where they are now. Auburn can hit; they've hit better than they have in years, but whew, you don't have pitching. It's going to be a struggle for sure. Okay,
go on this day.
Yeah. Well, hey, look at Auburn basketball tomorrow as well at 8:30. So start with baseball, and then softball's got. I think they got. I forget who they play this weekend. I mean to look that up. I forgot. But anyway, on this day, this one of those weird ones. 1930 on this day. Who in the world? I mean, what? The Great Depression's going on. You need something in your life. And the Chicago Cubs said, hey, look, let's get a guy. Let's see if a guy can catch a baseball if we drop it from a blimp. Chicago Cubs catcher Leo Hartnett breaks the altitude record for a catch by gloving a baseball dropped from the Goodyear blimp 800 feet in the air over Los Angeles. Think you could do that?
Well, first and foremost, why is it the Cubs catcher catching the ball over the L.A. stadium?
That's a good question. Why they're on a road trip out there, I guess. I don't know.
There wasn't a team in Los Angeles in 30, was there?
No.
So
no.
This had to
have been maybe. And I get for opening. I don't know. Maybe for opening day.
Because the Dodgers didn't move, and trying to show my baseball.
Yeah, it was in the 60s, right?
Late 50s.
Late 50s. Okay. Yeah.
When they moved to L.A., so I don't think there was a team in L.A. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I think that the Dodgers moved out there after, the Dodgers won the series in early 50s.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Robinson played through like 55 or 56, all of them in Brooklyn. So somewhere around then is when they ended up out there. So this had to be a publicity stunt.
I would think so.
It wasn't really okay. So I'm helping you here.
All right, 1985, one of the most memorable NCAA tournaments. Villanova, the lowest seed ever, 8th seed to win the national title. Just a tremendous game plan, almost executed to perfection over a really, really good Georgetown team.
Well, this is when ESPN was hitting its heyday.
Yeah.
And the Big East was the easiest games for them to go and shoot. And Andy and I, at 8 and 10 years old, would watch all of them. Not some of them, all of them. So we knew the players. And these
Patrick Ewing and Sleepy Floyd. And
these two teams knew each other really well. And Raleigh Massimino.
The
coach of Villanova. Here's a stat. What did Villanova shoot, shooting percentage-wise, in this game? 78%.
Ooh, I was going to say 72.
78% from the field.
That's not bad from what I understand.
No, that's how you win these games.
Yeah.
Like this. And it took a 78% shooting percentage from them to beat that team that had won the national championship the year before.
True. But, yeah, great. And one of my favorites, 1991 on this day, the 53rd NCAA tournament, the Dukies beat Kansas. This was look. You're either some people don't care, but I mean, Brett was always he liked North Carolina. I like Duke. Mm-hmm. I was a Duke guy, especially, and this is why, because I liked this team. I mean, I paid attention to the Tommy Amaker and Jay Billis in '86, but this one in 1991, this was the one. Bobby Hurley and Grant Hill and Christian Laettner and Thomas Hill, and I mean. Go on and on and on down the list. This was so much fun to watch. I really, fell in love with this team and rooted for them all year. And there's a breakthrough. And believe it or not, there was a time when people said Mike Krzyzewski can't win it all.
He got over the hump.
Over the hump. That
3 straight years making it to the finals.
Yeah.
Got ran out of the building the year before. This game right here wasn't the most memorable game of this tournament. It was the semifinal game.
Against
them
Kentucky,
beating an undefeated UNLV team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
With Larry Johnson and Stacey Augman and that crew. So,
and to this day, people say they took money to throw that game because they beat Duke unmercifully in the championship game the year before. You're right about that for sure. All right, happy birthday today, Bo Schembechler.
When did Bo pass?
He passed in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah. And happy birthday, Jim Ed Brown as well. Papa Top again. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.